Hey, so what's going on? So, I was doing some last minute things regarding the video I had planned to go up today. And long story short, there's a lot of me going, duh, duh. So, instead, I'm going to do this live stream. So, apologies for pretty much everyone who's going to miss it because I didn't really announce anything. So, the video that was originally supposed to go up is the one writing related video that I am likely never going to do. And in case if you're wondering, the one video I am likely never doing is I'm probably never going to do a writing tips video. And I pretty much knew that from the get go. So I'm going to start off with why I knew I was never going to do that, and then I'll start talking about it. So when this channel was first created, the plan was book trailers and Comic-Con setups. Because prior to everything going on in the world, I had several events booked throughout 2020 that didn't happen. And the plan was after I set up my table, I would show it, or I would show myself setting up the table. And I had some book trailers for some of the anthologies I'm in and anthologies I was going to be in. And the Comic Cons didn't happen. The book festivals didn't happen. So I had to improvise. It happens. So for a while, I was very inactive on here. And then came time to release my second novelette in the Chaos Fusion series, Cindy's Choice. And my previous one, Lucifer's Lost Love, peaked at number 2 in new releases. So I was like, all right, there's a possibility I can get a number 1. So I asked everyone, like, hey, what's something I can do to convince everyone to buy the book? Let's get some incentives going. Right now, the best thing I can do is a cover reveal for a future book. And a lot of people like that. But a lot of people also told me that the reason they hadn't yet subscribed to this channel was because I wasn't in any of my videos. So the number 1 requested thing was step in front of the camera. I didn't want to for a couple of reasons. One, I'm an awkward individual. 2, I felt like by the time I got to what my plan was for when I did finally step in front of the camera, which for me, the original plan was to do just Comic-Con setups and book trailers until my poetry book Omni comes out. Omni, I've shared some samples and snippets on my social media pages, and I've already had people ask me the inspiration behind it, the meaning behind a particular line. So I already had a plan to do like a breakdown series for that, and I felt like me being in front of the camera at that time would help out. Well, the book's not out yet, and again, I'm the one who asked for incentives for everyone, and that was the incentive everyone wanted, was for me to step in front of the camera. So I was like, all right, Cindy's Choice gets number 1, I will post a video and I will be in it. And Cindy's Choice got number 1. Thank you to everyone who got that, by the way. So, as promised, a couple days later, I stepped in front of the camera. At that time, I didn't even have 100 subscribers. My highest viewed video was possibly at 100 views, I think. Well, me stepping in front of the camera resulted in my subscribers doubling. That the thank you video became my most viewed video in 3 days of it being uploaded. It became my most liked video, my most commented on video. I think it's even still my most disliked video. Is what it is. Well, people were wanting more videos of me in front of the camera. I didn't know what to do. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out, and that was back in May, and we're now in September. So I looked up things that are popular on YouTube, things that are popular amongst authors with YouTube channels, and then I also looked at what I like watching when I'm on YouTube. And one of the reasons for me doing unboxing videos is a lot of people like watching them. I am subscribed to a ton of them. Most of the ones I'm subscribed to are movie ones, so I thought, okay, cool, not a lot of author unboxing videos, so maybe I can do something to stand out in this case. So I looked at some of the stuff that's popular with author or booktube stuff. And the stuff that's popular with booktube authors are vlogs, discussions on current and or previous books, and writing tips. Vlogs I can easily do. That's simple. I sit in front of the camera, I hit the record button, and I talk. Simple enough. Me talking about previous books, I've already got plans to do that once all of my 2020 releases are out. Most likely, either the Chaos Fusion print book or Omni will be the final book of the year. And then my plan is once a month, one of my planned videos during that month will be a discussion on a particular previous release of mine. And as far as current releases, I can easily do that once everything's up. So I'm like, all right, cool. The last one's writing tips. Nope. And here is why. I am the last person that you should ever go to for writing advice. And a lot of authors will tell you this is something they've always wanted to do. This is something they've dreamt about. They've been writing stories since they were 5. They were writing before they even knew how they were writing. Here's how I got into writing. I did horrible in English class. I hated reading. I don't hate reading now, before anyone asks, because I've already got a couple of books I'm currently reading for review purposes. I was not doing good in English class. Whenever we would get a writing assignment, I would write it and turn it in the day before or the day of, depending on what time of day I had English class. And most of the time, I would end up with an A or a B+. That's how I got into writing. It was my saving grace in middle school and high school. Yeah, that's not exactly inspirational for some people. Another reason is I don't really listen to people when they give me advice. Prime example, it's kind of weird bringing this one up as an example, giving it's one of my better selling books, but I showed some of the poems from Meta to some people before I released the book, and I showed everyone the cover. And the responses I got were astonishingly negative. I was told the poems were too basic. It looked like a step backwards from a previous book, Approaching Humanity, that had some layers to the poems. There was some clever wordplay. I had some stuff written in song lyrics. I had some weird rhyme schemes going on where I was rhyming words that really don't rhyme together. I wasn't doing that with Meta. I was just writing my feelings down and letting that be that. And I was told, dress it up a little bit. It is my least polished book, and I still went through with releasing it. I was also told, don't do a plain cover. If you have never seen Meta before, it is a solid white cover with the title and my name. That's it. So, again, not exactly something you want as far as advice goes from an author. Another example on why you probably shouldn't be going to me is everyone's always telling you to write that great novel, work on the great American novel. I've heard that one a couple of times. I've made a name for myself writing poetry and short stories. I can't tell anyone to go out there and write the next big novel if I'm at home writing a 5,000 word short story, or I'm writing a couple of poems. Not exactly, there's a little bit of a issue there, I should say. Another thing, and this one's probably something a lot of people are not going to like hearing. And I'm aware that some of you will probably not want to support me, or you're going to question why you're supporting me after I mention this. Earlier this year, I put out a romance short story titled Playing Games. And one of the reasons that I put it out was I released in February, the week before Valentine's Day. You know, from a business standpoint, that's good marketing. Well, that was one of the reasons I put it out around that time. But the truth is, the reason I released it when I did and made it a standalone instead of waiting until I had more short stories ready to go to make a short story collection is because Playing Games was initially intended for an anthology. And I was told that my story was not romantic enough. So my story got pulled. The reason it ended up getting released from my end partially was a marketing thing, but part of it was also pettiness. Do not do that. Do not release something out of pettiness. So that's pretty much it. Like, I am the last person you should go to for advice. And even doing videos on YouTube, I'm still trying to learn what I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it as I go. And a lot of people seem to be checking everything out. Thank you for that. I do hope everyone does continue to check out this channel, because my biggest thing that I wanted to do from the get-go was share my work and share my friends' work. And I do know in one case, one of my unboxing videos helped the sales of an anthology. So this channel is serving its purpose right there. I've made a couple new friends. I've got someone who's been trying to help me a little bit just on what I need to do as far as making sure this is widely viewable for people. But as far as advice, I don't really have much I can tell people. The only things I can really tell you are two things. One, trust your editor. Believe me, there have been some stories where I want to go off the rails, or I want to put some crazy thing in there, or I want to do something that makes no sense whatsoever. And whoever's editing that project at the time is like, hold up, stop. That doesn't make sense. And they're right. So if you're going to at least take one thing from me, listen to your editor. The other thing is, if you feel like you have to pull what I've done before and ignore advice, or follow or play by your own rules and rebel against whatever you're rebelling against, make sure that you are thinking things out and you know in your heart that you are making the right choice. Because I've definitely made some stupid decisions too, and they have come back to bite me. So keep that in mind too. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, I know a lot of people were wanting the other video, but again, I'd have to do some serious editing on that. As far as the unboxing video I originally had planned for this week, it is probably going to go up late next week or early the following week. My next video will be an unboxing video for an anthology I'm featured in. Plan is to have that up Monday or Tuesday. But thank you to everyone for checking this out. I will definitely have more vlog style videos. Next time I do a live stream, I'll at least announce it beforehand so we have people here. But that's pretty much it. So thanks for everyone for checking this out. And to anyone who's expecting any writing tips videos, this is probably going to be the closest thing I ever do. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I am not someone you should go to for advice. There are plenty of other writing related channels on YouTube that you can go to from people who are better at this than me, that are far wiser than me on this stuff. And they probably got better selling books than I do, so they definitely know what they're talking about. So, again, I hope that if you're checking this out, you've at least learned something. But as far as this channel goes, I'll definitely continue doing unboxing videos because a lot of people have told me they like those. I've had quite a few people ask me to do more focus on my own stuff instead of not just my friends' works. Again, this channel's meant to promote both myself and my friends, so you're going to see both. I've got 2 reviews I'm currently working on. One of them, I don't want to promise when anything's going to go up, but I do have 2 books that I'm currently reading for review purposes for this channel. I mentioned a while back I was going to do some lyric videos for some of my poems that are going to be in Omni. Those are going to be moved over to my second channel. So anyone who wants to check that out, it's CL Williams. If you check the menu screen of this channel, just go to the About section or the main page of this channel, and it should be somewhere in the vicinity of one of those screens. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you to everyone for checking this out. To those who are watching this later, sorry I didn't announce this. I had to improvise because I wasn't too happy with what I was looking at as far as my planned upload. And to anyone who was wanting the unboxing video for Girl with the Red Lantern from K.M. Lee, it's probably going to go up either late next week or early the week after. So thank you everyone, and I will catch you on the next one.